This is what we took to world competition.
Are you going to be able to salvage anything off of that, or is that totally obsolete now?
We can take apart this and use all the electronics and the wheels and everything in it, but where it's our first robot to go to Worlds, we kind of want to keep it how it is. Like the past robots, like these sitting over here and the one on the stands, we normally salvage the parts off of it and use on our next robots to kind of keep the cost down.
Right.
But this one kind of got a special place in our heart now, so we don't want to tear it apart.
This should be in a trophy case, with the basketball and football trophies. Unplanned demonstration.
Well, I mean, recently we've been prototyping all these different designs for this year's game. This year's game is a little bit, I guess, different than other years because we have to collect a lot of. There's there are no restrictions on what we can do except for our size restrictions. Pretty much after that, they give you free reign to do basically whatever it takes to complete the game. The game this year is steampunk related, so what we're doing is we're collecting a lot of fuel off either the 4 big hoppers that we can get, and we're either putting them in a high goal of a boiler, or we can dump them into a low goal. And pretty much we get points for collecting these 5-inch wiffle balls, and I think the high goal is worth 3 times more than putting it in the low goal, so it's beneficial to try to aim and shoot up, which is a little bit difficult because those wiffle balls kind of a little bit unpredictable in the air. And we also have these big gears that we have to pick up and deliver to these airships in the middle of the field, where pilots on the ships will have to bring them up and then they place them on the ship to start rotors.
Now, is this universal for the all contests or just like Knoxville?
No, this is the same game pretty much for everybody, every team across the world.
Okay. For every tournament though,
The game stays the same. Yeah, last year we could just pick up one boulder. We were pretty much trying to run as fast as we could across these obstacles. But this year, you have to think of designs that lift and pick up and carry as many fuel balls as you can. So that's the hardest challenge this year, is figuring out an efficient way of carrying these fuel sources.
And now you've got to start from scratch on your design. Where do you come up with your ideas to be able to accomplish these tasks?
Well, we kind of noticed that these balls, there's kind of already devices that do this, like paintball hoppers. They're practically the same, it's just much bigger. So you can scale up the system that works on paintball hoppers, tennis ball, automatic launchers that have a big bin. So we've been looking at stuff like that and determining kind of how we can maybe fit the most. And a lot of the issues this year comes from these balls. When they're randomly assorted in a bin, they can kind of get jammed, and you have to figure out a way to kind of organize them before you're either going to shoot them or dump them. Well, I guess if you're dumping them, you don't really have to organize them, but these are very prone to getting caught in rough places that kind of makes it hard. What we're going to do is a lot of teams are going to do this. They're going to have big intake on the front, probably, that has either rollers or wheels or something that picks them straight up off the floor and kind of sucks them up into a big bin, where you can either take the little balls from the bin into the shooter, or you can take them and just dump them like a dump truck into the...
Okay, and then how do you eject them?
Well, it looks like this year it's looking like the high goals are going to be mostly done by wheeled shooters because they generally work most efficiently. Like last year they had a bunch of people doing catapults and flippers and all these cool outside of the box ideas, but with these you're kind of limited, because if you want to get a lot of points really quickly, you're going to have to shoot off more than one ball per second into that high goal. So maybe 3 or 4 per second. And the best way to do it is just having a vertical wheel and then sucking it through a wheel and launching it up.
This is a lot harder than last year, isn't it?
Well, it's different, I can say that. Because
Yeah.
last year, a lot of teams were struggling with figuring out how to get over these really rough obstacles. But this year's more focused. Like, it's perfectly flat ground. You don't have to worry about really anything.
Yeah.
And this year is mostly, shooting. Yeah. And also on these games, there's also like a little end game. Like in the last 20 seconds, they give you like some really difficult task. Like last year, we had to climb a medieval like castle tower, like lift the robot. I think it was like 3 feet off the ground or something.
Yeah.
But this year, what they're doing is they're like in the last 20 or 30 seconds, they're dangling ropes off the side of this. There's 2 airships, and on your team's airship, they're dangling ropes off the side. Your robot is going to have to climb just from a dangling rope up.
Wow.
And hit a bunker at the end.
Now, have you thought about how you're going to do that?
We've had some ideas. It looks like, because you can modify the rope that comes off, so what a lot of teams have been kind of discussing is a way to latch on and then kind of winch it up.
Roll up.
Yeah, like
Okay.
with some kind of cylindrical winch. So they're either grabbing on with a knot tied at the end, or some teams have tried Velcro. You can Velcro it and then have the winch have Velcro. Kind of. Well, so far we've been mostly prototyping, building the main components like the frame and all the electronics. Looks like, I think the goal for this year is to get done 2 weeks early. 2 weeks early, that way we can get all the programming done for auto targeting, the main high goal. That way we can be spot on and getting a lot of drive time experience, because that's going to be key this year.
They're
There
getting
are
rowdy
over
over there.
600 teams at World Competition as opposed to about 50 at Smoky Mt Regionals.
Wow.
So it was just a huge, like almost warehouse just full of teams.
Yeah.
And it was just, at first it was hard to navigate everything because
Well, you know, it's like when a team goes to the championship the first time, there's always little butterflies, little growing pains. If you make it back this year, you guys already have that experience. Do you feel like?
we would be prepared for when we go back this year,
Okay.
hopefully.
How many years has this team been in existence?
This will be our 6th year.
And who are the seniors here?
Be me, Ian, and Travis.
3 seniors. Okay. So you feel like you're leaving the team with in good hands when you graduate? Knowledge.
I think
All right. Well.
Yeah, there's also some like that plaque down there that was actually made by another team, and also the best pit award by
that's cool.
STEM Punks last year.
Coolest pit.
But yeah, there's some teams that go around and like give out their own little trophies.
That's cool.